What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Forward Progress. It's a Week 7 props edition. I'm your host here, Jason Cooper, alongside the man himself, Hitman. And today we're going to be talking through two props. We're going to be talking through your questions. And yeah, you guys know how it's Week 7. You guys already know how the show goes. Quick programming note here before we get into things. You want to get your questions in early. We have a hard out. Hit the Books is on at 5. So you're going to want to, first of all, you're going to want to watch that. Second of all, you're going to want to get your questions in early so you can talk about your questions on the show here. Hey, man, I know you're a big Hit the Books supporter, and I know you're a big fan of Joey Knish as well. Is that true?
I love Brad Powers. Brad Powers and I always made money together. So I love Brad. That's all I'll say.
There's no one else on that show, eh?
I mean, there's one originator and there's one guy that's betting stale off-market Korean ping pong lines at 4 a.m. So, yeah.
Korean ping pong is crazy. Only one worth mentioning, it seems like. Only one worth mentioning. Zach Smith, Eat Colt, Insight. See you guys in the chat. Oh, man. Hitman was trying to send BP and Knish off the ledge with the first 2 to 5-6 starts. I think we would beat them if we went head-to-head. It's a good thing we didn't go head-to-head with Hit the Books there for their sake, not ours. But, yeah, I'm going to leave, 4:45. Told people this is when we're going to start. So, I mean, like, I think we're just going to jump right into things. We've had a pretty successful week last week, if I do recall. We had the Joe Flacco over pass attempts.
Yeah, and then the other was Judkins under receptions.
2-0 day.
Yeah, I mean, if I knew Dylan Gabriel was going to throw 52 pass attempts or whatever it was, I wouldn't have liked it as much. But we got there. Well, and he didn't run a ton of routes. So
yeah, he only played 40% of the snaps as well, which is kind of weird. But
he gets scripted out of games as a big
exactly.
Underdog, so
yeah, that makes perfect sense. We're not going back to the well though this week. Instead, we got two new ones for you. And I see, you know what? 4:45. I see a couple people in the chat saying they're getting their accounts open, getting ready to go. And I think I'm just gonna, you know what? Let's just do this. Let's dive right into things.
Let's do it. We said 4:45. Right, let's do it.
Yeah, no dilly dallying, no being late here. We're gonna start with the Vegas Raiders and the KC game here, and we're gonna head over to the rushing props, and then from there, Hitman, I'll let you take the floor.
All right. Rushing props, we're going to go with Isaiah Pacheco, and we're going to take the over rush yards. I believe it's 42.5 right now at FanDuel.
42.5 minus 114.
There's talk from the team about Pacheco, like finally getting back into form. Like, remember, like a lot of the reason he struggled so much last year was because he was coming back from a broken leg during the season. And it just took a while to get into form. Like we've seen it happen with Tony Pollard when he was with the Cowboys and he came back from that injury. He played by far his most snaps last week against the Lions, which coincides with some people close to the team talking about getting Pacheco back on track. They're 12-point favorites in this game. It's likely to be probably the best game script that the Chiefs have had all year to run the ball. The Raiders are 24th in success rate against opposing running back runs. I just think that just the market's just it's accounting for it. Obviously, like the split is bigger. Like last week, the split was even in the market between Hunt and Pacheco. They were both lined in the high 20s. Right now, it's Pacheco is up to 42.5, but I still think there's a little bit of breathing room on this one. So,
yeah, absolutely.
Pacheco over.
42.5. There's some other numbers out there as well that you can scoop up and grab. There's a 43.5 out there, a couple 43.5 out there. Still 142.5 remaining that I see. Oh, there's a 40.5 as well, but I don't know if you can bet that for anything that's meaningful. But yeah, 42.5. We're locking that in. Minus 114. Let's flip over and where is this? What's the next game? What do we got on the docket? I wrote it down. Okay, yeah, we're heading to Eagles. Vikings game. Vikings 2-point underdogs at home. Kind of odd, kind of interesting. we can maybe talk about that a little later. We're going to head over to the receiving props section, and then I'll let you take the floor. Hitman.
All right. Everybody get to receptions prop. We're doing it like this, so everybody can try to bet it at once before any locks or anything. We're going to Devontae Smith, and we're going under 4.5 receptions, minus 114. So I'll let everyone get that in for a sec. Yeah, so with this one, the Vikings are allowing a league low 12.5 wide receiver targets per game. They've actually been a little bit of a tight end funnel this year where tight ends have had big games against them. Smith has been kind of the odd guy out in this target share a lot of weeks this year. He already had 3 games this year where he's had lower than a 15% target share. And I kind of believe that the Eagles might go back to the run game this week. The Vikings have been a run funnel this season. Jalen Hurts specifically struggles against zone defenses, zone blitz, pressure, blitz. Like, this is not a good matchup for the Eagles passing game, in my opinion. So I think that this also kind of sets up as a game. The Eagles have had 10 days to prepare for this game. I remember last year when they were very throw heavy for a few games, they had their bye and they completely changed the offense to get back to the run game. Like Lane Johnson's been talking about, there's just been some talk about them looking to run the ball a little bit more. And I think that Smith is the guy to target that might suffer if that ends up happening. So yeah, Devontae Smith under 4.5 catches. I'd go good to minus 125.
Yeah, tons of numbers out there as well. See some minus 117, see a minus 115 out there, a couple minus 120, excuse me. Yeah. Hopefully you guys are able to grab that. We always preach to shop around. If you weren't able to get the number at FanDuel, go look elsewhere. There's other spots available. You can get that number.
Pretty widely available.
Yeah. Make sure you guys do that, and appreciate you guys for doing it. I see you coming in with these questions. I marked them all down. We're going to get into them in just a bit. Actually, we'll just start. I'm sure people have already bet this stuff by now, so let's just get into these questions here. Cold asking, are you doing anything with the Carolina running backs? And then separate question, Jordan Whittington overs / Atwell unders. Thoughts?
The Carolina running backs, I'm kind of expecting that it's still early. Lines are just coming out, but I'm expecting that it's probably going to be Dow like 65 or 70% of the touches. So that's kind of what I'm thinking with that. Maybe even more, to be honest. But I know Canales came out and said, we know who the running back's going to be, but we're not going to say anything. It's going to be Rico. I'm pretty confident in that. The second question was Atwell and Whittington.
Atwell under, Whittington over.
Atwell over 30.5. It's like a 40.5 now. To be honest, haven't bet anything with it, but I kind of lean Atwell under. Maybe it would be receptions I'd look towards more, but that's where I'm leaning, to be honest. I kind of think a lot of the Rams pass catchers are high, to be honest with you. So maybe Stafford's a little high too. That's kind of my thoughts on Rams passing game.
Yeah. Devontae Adams listed at 83.5 receiving yards, Higbee 30.5, Whittington 43.5. Even Kyron almost at 20 yards, Tutu Atwell, like you said, 38.5. If you're looking at his receptions price, though, you can get him at under 3.5 minus 180 over at FanDuel. Any thoughts on the Chiefs wide receiver room with Rice coming back? Tyquan going to be the odd man out, ?
Yeah, Tyquan's probably the odd man out. I think it's tough because they are pretty damn deep at wide receiver right now. But yeah, I would guess that Tyquan's the odd man out, and I think Juju keeps a role as long as he's active, just because Juju doesn't play any special teams. So there's no point to keep him active if he's not going to be out there running some routes. So yeah, I kind of think that's probably what it ends up being. So not really many strong thoughts. I did kind of think Worthy, 41.5 was a little low
Yeah, it
to
sounds
be
low.
honest. But that's really my thoughts on that.
Yeah, it sounds especially low because considering like when Rice is playing, or like the idea or the thought of the when Rice is playing, he's going to be used as like maybe more of like a field stretcher, and like 43 and a
Yeah,
half, 40 and a half
like
seems a
Worthy's
little low.
gonna suffer in his receptions market, but
Yes.
might end
Receive.
up
Yeah.
being more targeted down the field and all
Mhm.
that stuff. That's
Yeah.
exactly my thought.
All right. I like when we're simpatico. It's either a good thing for you, or sorry, a bad thing for you, or a good thing for me. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But anyways, before we get into the next couple of questions here, just want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors over at FanDuel. FanDuel is turning up the heat every Sunday with Power Hour, the ultimate live betting window where the action is wild and the rewards are even better. Here's how it works. Every Sunday from 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern time, FanDuel is giving you a profit boost to use on live bets during the most intense stretch of the NFL slate. This is when games flip, underdogs rally, parlays hit, and legends are made. It's your power hour on FanDuel. And if you're watching it all go down, you got extra firepower to use on your next bet. Open the FanDuel app between 3 and 5 p.m. Eastern, claim your profit boost token, and make your move while the action unfolds. It's called Power Hour for a reason, and it happens every Sunday only on FanDuel. Head to FanDuel.com/forward progress to get started. Please play responsibly. Must be 21 plus and present in select states. For Kansas and affiliation with Kansas Star Casino, or 18 plus and present in DC, Kentucky, or Wyoming. Opt-in required. Bonus issues non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit rghelp.com. Call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut, or visit mdgamblinghelp.org in Maryland. Hope is here. Visit gamblinghelplinema.org or call 1-800-750-50 for 24/7 support in Massachusetts, or call 1-877-8-HOPE and wire text HOPE NY in New York. All right. Only got time for one more question here. Gotta make it quick hit, man. All right, let's do two.
Fire,
Okay. Jets pass catchers. Go.
Jets pass catchers, none of them. Going
None
to
of
be a
them.
ton of running in this game.
All right. Sounds good. John Bates, Ben
Arian
Sinnott.
Smith, though, maybe a good long shot touchdown or something. Go on.
Arian Smith, anytime touchdown scorer, long shot endorsed by Hitman. John Bates, Ben Sinnott, anytime touchdown scorers, question mark.
Who? John Bates, Washington?
Yeah.
I don't got an opinion.
No opinion. All right. Any thoughts on Rashee Rice in his first game back?
Would lean under, but probably don't do anything.
Where's Hitman golfing tomorrow?
I'm playing with the pro again. He's going to have to give me more than 16 and a half shots. My game's in shambles, and he just shot like 14 under at his freaking tournament and advanced. So, yeah, I'm going to need more strokes.
Can't believe you forced us to move the time of the show to get absolutely smoked.
Yeah, I'm going to get
golfing
again. Next question.
All right. Ja'Cory Crosby, Merritt Alts. He fumbled and still got the bulk of carries.
Yeah, I was maybe thinking about playing him under, but with the possibility of losing work is if he gets one more fumble. But Chris Rodriguez has been really still banged up again. I probably can't do it, but I'm not interested in over.
Okay. Another thing about the Washington pass catchers. Washington pass catchers potentially without Debo and Terry.
I haven't even thought about it. There's no lines.
Okay. Golden overs. Matthew Golden.
No, I'm still not sold. Even coming out of the bye, like he didn't have many targets. He was efficient, but he didn't have many targets. I'm staying away.
All right. Before we get this last one here, make sure you guys smash the like button. And then if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Last one before we head out. Trey McBride over 6.5 receptions.
Honestly, I'm sorry. I just haven't thought about it much because the lines are literally just coming out.
Yeah.
So I really haven't handicapped it much. I'm sorry.
If anyone cares about my opinion, I like it, especially if Jacoby Brissett is playing. Anyways, that wraps it up for us here today. Again, do us a favor, smash the like button. If you're new to the channel, this is the first time watching the show and you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. Turn on notifications because guess what? Every single week, whenever we do this prop show, it's going to be at different times. So you're going to want to have notifications on because then you'll never miss out on any of our shows. And that's about it. Make sure you guys go check out Hit the Books after over on Hit the Books HQ. For Hitman, for myself, this has been a Week 7 props edition of the Forward Progress here on the Forward Progress YouTube channel. Part of the Hammer Betting.
Harrison's playing. I see the chat saying he's questionable. Marvin's in.
Okay.
Sorry,
Marvin's in. Right in the middle of the outro. Presented by FanDuel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one.